First, I want to thank Tim Prestridge of the Kennedy Center for creating this program and allowing us to present some of the finest young American composers and lyricists. And tonight is no exception. You're about to meet one of those great young new talents. I first became aware of his work when he participated in our ASCAP musical theater workshop, which is led by Stephen Schwartz. Many of you know him as the composer of Wicked. Stephen Schwartz and I immediately took notice of his original and unique voice as a songwriter. His shells have already begun to collect some of those all-important industry awards. He is the recipient of the ASCAP Foundation Cole Porter Award, and he's also received the Jonathan Larson Award. A song cycle of his work is in development, and it's under the leadership of the Tony Award-winning actress, Victoria Clark. Please welcome Daniel Maté.
Slight correction, one of the finest young Canadian singer-songwriters, composers. But, you know, Canadian with a real soft spot for America. Hello. Well, girl, I can see your library is extensive. From ABBA to Zappa, from Bach to Wu-Tang Clan. You got music for making love and for being pensive. You got Stevie Wonder, Steve Miller, and Steely Dan. Now I'm not trying to suggest there's something lacking, and your available space is probably wearing thin. But maybe if I wrote a song and I sang it out nice and strong, you might slip me right into the mix and I'd fit right in. Well, it's hard to pin me down when it comes to genre. I got a speed metal heart, yet slow jazz turns me on. All I know is it would be the highest honor to bring together Stephen Sondheim, Steve Reich, and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Well, I know I can't get airtime 24/7. You got a hard drive full of guys, much to my chagrin. But maybe if I wrote a song and I didn't get those notes all wrong, you might slip me right into the mix and I'd fit right in. Well, I know styles come and go, and what is so in vogue today could be tomorrow's kitsch. But oh, I don't mean to crow, I can hear your heartstrings singing, and I got perfect pitch. To pick your tunes at random, and I appreciate a woman who appreciates an eclectic mix. And me, it's not like I got a whole arena full of fandom. I'm no Steven Tyler or Stephen Schwartz or Steve Earle or Steve Perry or Cat Stevens or Stevie Nicks. But when I look at you, everything goes quiet. I swear for miles around you could hear a pin. But maybe if I wrote that song, just one perfect song, yeah, a perfect song would be a nice way to begin. Whoa, maybe if I wrote that song, would you play me all night long? Would you slip me right into the mix and let me fit right in? That's the end of the song. Thank you very much. Guitars, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do. Alrighty, welcome to the Kennedy Center, and thank you for having me, ASCAP and Tim Prestridge and everyone here at Millennium Stage. It's a true honor. And to share the honor with me is a good friend of mine, one of my favorite performers. Please welcome Marie-France Arcila. Scene. We find ourselves in an art gallery in a hip part of town where a woman is enjoying a cocktail, viewing the art on the wall, and suddenly she sees someone across the room whom she was not expecting to see tonight, and he's coming this way.
Oh, wow, hey, wow, how's it going? I thought you'd moved out of town, that's what your Facebook said. Well, anyway, what you think about the showing? I guess it's avant-garde. I don't get it, she's all revered. Pretty clear she's trying hard. Is it me or is this picture kinda weird? I haven't thought of you in so long, it's like forever. Suddenly you're here, just in the neighborhood. Funny how it goes. Certain chords you never sever, 'cause I don't think of you. I made it through, it's all good. You look, well, better than I would have figured. Not that I've been picturing you or drawing portraits of you. Let me see. Oh, no, nothing's really triggered. 'Cause you weren't the one for me. Sad truth, it's tough to spin. We were never meant to be, 'cause if we were, we would have been. I barely think of you. No offense, I'm kinda busy. I don't think of us. Can't see why I would. I'm never up at night wondering why, or God, how is he? I don't think of you. And when I do, it's all good. Good to see you're still in shape. You've been working out. Good to see you brought a friend. How's that working out? Hi, she's pretty. Guess you made a clean escape. Congratulations. No, I didn't mean anything. No, really, I'm just drunk. Whoa, here we are. Who'd have thunk? Whoa. No, really, I'm fine. Things end. When you left, I considered quitting painting. I was thinking, how about law? Or join the Peace Corps, or the circus, or the Ku Klux Klan. Well, my shrink said, all this dizziness and fainting comes from focusing on the past. Take time, replace the lens. He prescribed a sort of fast, a total mental cleanse. I don't think of you. I'm 10 weeks sober. I'm doing well, I function as I should. It just occurred to me we'd be 5 It's all good.
Marie-France Arcila.
To what do I owe this honor? To what do I owe this thrill? I've got a special guest who's impeccably dressed, and he stopped on by 'cause he's got time to kill. And now he's given me his full attention. He's so selfless, he's all about me. Misery loves, misery loves, misery loves my company. He's no slouch, he's an early riser. We have this daily routine we keep. Before I lift my head, he's at the foot of my bed, smirking, saying, how'd we sleep? And then he watches as I drag my clothes on. I'm thinking maybe I should charge a fee, 'cause misery loves, misery loves, misery loves my company. He's not all that profound, but at least he sticks around. He's always up for spending the day. Our connection is unique, we barely need to speak. I already know what he's going to say. Oh, yes, we talk, and sometimes we argue, but he always comes out on top. And there ain't no party like a self-pity party, 'cause a self-pity party don't stop. And when I say, hey, maybe we should spend some time apart, oh, you should see his face. He nearly spills his tea, 'cause misery loves, misery loves, misery loves my company. Well, I don't know what I've done to be crowned his special one. He adores me, I'm his caged up queen. And he swears that he was made for me, and God, he's so afraid for me. The world out there is hard and mean. To what do I owe this honor? To what do I owe this joy? My friend so debonair is now slumped in his chair. I'm a handful and he's a tired boy. And so I sneak through the door real quiet. He says, get back here. I'ma count to 3. 'Cause misery loves. Oh, misery loves. Misery loves. Misery loves my company. Yeah.
Yeah. And that goes out to anyone who's been morbidly depressed before, including you people back there. I know I have. So this next song, all 3 of those songs actually come from my song cycle, the one that Michael mentioned. This next song comes from a different show called Middle School Mysteries. Anyone here in middle school? Anyone here been in middle school? I don't mean your inner child. I mean, yeah. Oh, you drive? Excellent. So you deal with a lot of middle schoolers. So you can tell us afterwards if this rings true. So I have a show called Middle School Mysteries that I wrote actually with or for some middle school students at Two River Theater Company in Red Bank, New Jersey. Wonderful place. And basically asked them, what is middle school like for you? And out of those conversations came this show called Middle School Mysteries, which is about 2 6th grade sleuths named Agent Taylor and Agent Lewis, who are investigating the profound and eternal mystery of why is everyone in middle school so miserable and inauthentic? And what's underneath the stereotypes and the roles that people play? And one of the groups of people one of the duos that they investigate is this brother and sister, Bobby and Samantha. And Bobby and Samantha do not seem to get along at all. They're horrible to each other, at least at school. And the detectives take them aside and sort of separate them CSI style, and in a dual scene, a split scene, they ask them the question, why are you and your sibling so horrible together? And this is their response.
I look at you, my little baby brother. My mind says be nice, but I'm feeling something other. I know, Mom's right. I should be on your team. But you're always on my case, and you're always in my face. And the things you do make me want to scream. You're so annoying. You are so very, very odd. And you're destroying my will to live. Good God, if I had a choice, your little voice would never reach my ears. You're so annoying, Bobby.
I look at you, my big, tough, older sister. I wince in pain like I'm stepping on a blister. I know, Dad's right. I should look up to you. Make me feel so small that I have to see you fall. Tell me honestly, what else can I do? You're so annoying that you make my life so very hard. I'm not enjoying the way you keep me on my guard. If I could just erase your stupid face, I'd do it just like that. You're so annoying, Samantha.
It wasn't always like this. You used to be a pretty decent friend to me.
It wasn't always like this. You didn't always want to put an end to me. But happy times don't stick around the way you wish they would. Trouble comes and shakes the ground, and bad replaces good. If mom and dad can't work it out, then what am I to do? I'll have to rely on you. And that is so annoying. How time is tearing us apart. It's like they're toying with my future and my heart. If I could make you see what you mean to me, I'd do it, but I can't. Samantha,
Bobby.
Samantha,
Bobby. You're so annoying.
Thank you. My friends, you want to take my guitar and give it a little bit of a tune-up?
Sure, why not?
Multi-talented. Look at that girl go. Alrighty, it's party time. And this is sort of a New Year's song, which is fitting, because some of us just had a New Year. Right, and you saw the sign out there, mature language, adult themes. This is one of those moments. It's not too bad, don't worry, but just... And talking and laughing and drinking and kissing women left and right. Eyeing and smirking and smiling and winking and kissing women left and right. By midnight I'll be so delighted I came. I'm gonna lose every last vestige of shame. Now I'm reapplying chapstick and taking my aim and I'm kissing women left and right. Sorry. I'm clowning and downing my flask of Bacardi and kissing women left and right. I am the hottest two lips at this party, kissing women left and right. I'm drunker than my elegant smile suggests, conversing with barely hidden thighs and breasts. Now I'm breaking world records and taking requests and kissing women left and right. Well, I'm a wolf in form aware. I'm a showman. I got all my lines prepared and I got all my fingers crossed. It's a sign I do declare. It's an omen. Mama Venus, she's got funds to exhaust on me. I got chickens lining up to defrost on me. That's right, keep staring, folks, it isn't lost on me. Do not resist me, I'm totally awesome. show me a cactus, I'll make that bitch blossom. Oh yeah! Oh, I think I'm on my feet, but I can't quite tell. I'd take down your number, but I can't quite spell. Now you're walking away, huh? It's just as well. I got half a beer left. Maybe it's time I left. Yeah, it's high time I left. And right. I'm just gonna go home now. And all you party people have a good year. It's a good year, tires. Good year, tires. I'm tired. When did I get so tired? I remember. Kissing women left and right. Thank you very much. Good. So, before I was a musical theater composer lyricist, I was a singer-songwriter. And I guess the main difference is when you're a singer-songwriter, you mainly write about yourself. And when you're a composer-lyricist, you get to write, thankfully, as other characters. So that previous song may or may not have been based on a personal experience, but I get to put it in an exaggerated character, which keeps some nice distance from me. So when you see me in the lobby, you don't think I'm a creep, which may or may not be true. And every now and then, it's nice, though, to go back to writing just straight-up singer-songwriter, confessional songs. And I was in Bill Finn's, William Finn he wrote Falsettos and the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. He's a legend. And he was my professor at NYU. And he would give us these assignments, and he told us to write a song about February. Whoops. And so, this is a song that I wrote, and it was very much based on a personal experience. And it's called February is Coming. Now I think we're ready to go. It's a good thing we're not speaking. Well, not out loud at least. No phone calls was your excellent idea. And now you're on some mountain in Korea where you're so damn east. You're almost a day ahead. I'm dressing down for bed. Your lunch break's almost done. We're still not quite in sync, still thinking of each other. Well, I am, and February's coming. It's a good thing we're just chatting by flickering Facebook light. We keep these typed exchanges in the present. That's how to keep things light and mostly pleasant. We're so damn bright. This new friendship's like a game. Frivolity's the aim, and memory's no fun. We're still a piece of work, still working on our timing. Well, I am, and February is coming. And when February falls, all those February calls we made, that whole February serenade that made spring seem so sadistically delayed will be all the more invasive for their absence. Yeah, they'll just remind me of what I haven't had since. So it's a good thing we're not speaking. It shows our common sense. 'Cause I'd just be shooting off my mouth about I'm lonely. Yeah, and single life is hard, and oh, if only I wasn't so damn dense, I'd still be with you today. And you'd just say, well, okay. Oh shit, I gotta run. We're still playing with the ending, still hoping for a replay. Well, I am, and February is coming. Yeah, I am, and February's here. Thank you very much. Come on out. How's that guitar doing? Yes, I do. Thank you. Actually, not for this song. Yeah, like my fellow Canadian Joni Mitchell, I like to use a lot of different guitar tunings, so we thought we'd spare you the folk festival headache of listening to a guy tune his guitar all evening. Where's my chord?
It's right there.
Yes. No, yes, that's right. That's exactly.
So we're going to go into something a little bit different, Daniel?
Yes, indeed, we are. This is a song from a new show I'm working on called The Story of Jo-Beth. And it's a modern-day adaptation of the story of Job from the Old Testament. Most of you know it. You know, upright citizen loses everything for no apparent reason. And it's a test from God to see if he will keep the faith. And he almost does, and then he doesn't, and then he does again. And in our story, Jo-Beth, who's our modern-day stand-in for Job, is 17 years old. She's an all-American girl living in Wilmore, Kansas, where the town motto is, Wilmore, Kansas, can do, will do. And she is the model poster child for that motto until everything starts to fall apart. Natural disasters seem to be plaguing her in particular. She loses her parents in a bizarre accident. Her soldier boyfriend, who's over in Afghanistan, suffers a critical injury, and he's in a coma. And she finds herself in exile outside of the town in Kansas. And this is her lowest point. It's safe to say this song is her lowest point. It's called The Curse. And one last thing, I mentioned Joni Mitchell. I actually stole a lyric from her. She wrote a beautiful song about the Job story called The Sire of Sorrow, and there's a line in it that I just loved so much I had to borrow it for my own purposes, which is, she says, or Job says to God, Jo-Beth says to God, "What have I done to you that you make everything I dread and fear come true?" So that line goes to Joni. Well tuned, my friends. It sounds great.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, you're welcome. I curse the day I was born on this earth, into this life full of loss and despair. I curse the God who conceived on my birth. I curse the God who is not even there. I curse the murderous wind and the rain. I curse the sun and the stars and the sky. I curse the law that says living is pain. And then you die and tell me why. What have I done to you? Then you make everything I fear and dread come true. I curse this barren and miserable land. I curse the stripes and the stars on the flag that made him kill and be killed on command. And now he'll make his way home in a bag. I curse my parents who taught me to hope. I curse my teachers who said, yes, you will. I curse myself who believed like a dope it was all downhill. I ask you still, what have I done to you that you make everything I fear and dread come true? And then there's this, these hollow pleas. You're the one we miss. We're on our knees. Well, the can-do queen is stepping down at 17. Take back this crown. But you say don't quit. You say just live like there's a shit I'm supposed to give. You think I care, but I just don't. Are you still there? Are you still there? I can't, I won't. 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 I can't, and I won't. I curse this rumble at liars and fakes. I see the terror and pain you conceal. When every heart gets so heavy it breaks, then you'll know how I feel. If misery's chosen you, and it will seek and destroy, just 'cause it can, just 'cause it can. It can and will do. I curse you all.
Thank you, my France. Awesome.
That's some intense stuff. Now for this next song, I'm gonna take it back down a little bit. This is actually a song. Well, Daniel and I met.
Aren't we doing the All About You?
Are we?
All About You?
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm skipping forward.
Skip it for you. So this next song is also from Jo-Beth, actually, because we need to follow. We need to let you know what happens after that. We can't just leave you on that note. Come on. That would be cruel.
Which I
so
tried to
that's
do.
her lowest moment, and out of the aftermath of that, and that curse that she puts on everyone has a deep effect on people. Actually, people start to really feel the way she's feeling, and it's horrible in the town. Her cousin Jesse comes out to the wilderness to visit her, and Jesse is a car mechanic. He's never had too many ambitions of leaving town, unlike her, who's going to Harvard on a scholarship. And he hasn't known what to say to her, really his whole life, but this is a moment where he drums up the courage to speak his mind and his heart. And the song is called All About You. Growing up with you as a cousin, I knew my place. I knew the very best I could do was finish second in any sort of race. 'Cause you got the drive, and you got the smarts, and the gifts that kept on giving, and everybody knew you'd have this awesome life, while me, I'd make a living. And when anyone would ask about the family, like, hey, what's new? It was all about you. All about you. Growing up, I watched as you blossomed. I saw you thrive. I heard about each top of your class, each A+, every 5 out of 5. You did all your work, you got all the breaks, you were built for big success. But secretly I wondered who you might have been if you'd been born with less. 'cause I saw how it went to your head, and there it grew. It was all about you. It was all about you. And was I bitter? Yeah, a little bitter. But I said, hey, better her than me. All that pressure, so much pressure. Who needs it? I'd rather be free. But still I knew you were holier, so I felt lowlier than thou. I guess I pitied myself all my life. Yeah, I did. Not now. Not now. 'Cause now you've lost a lot, lost it quickly. You've had it rough. You had a lot to lose. Some might say more than enough. But while you're out here beating your head against a wall, have you noticed it hasn't made a dent? I know you're angry and life's a ripoff. Yeah, welcome to the 99%. See, I think that rejoining your life is the least and the best you can do. Who can say they've had it tougher? 'Cause Beth, we all suffer, and we all need to make it through. I'm not pointing the finger. Beth, you are not the point here. That's only your point of view. And this is not about you. This is not about you. And even if it is, it's not all about you. Thank you very much.
That's a beautiful song, Daniel.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to the guitar now.
All right. Well, while Daniel's tuning the guitar, I have been a fan of Daniel Maté. Actually, before I met him, I was doing a show called Working by Stephen Schwartz, which, by the way, is coming back to New York this winter. If you want to take a train, hop on down, or everyone watching on the Intertubes, if you want to, go see it in New York.
Hi,
Working is
Intertubes.
coming. Hi, Intertubes. So I was doing a show with Donna Lynn Champlin, and she showed me a YouTube video of her doing a song by Daniel Maté, and I said, who is this guy? He's amazing. I need to work with him. And she said, well, let me set you up then. And I finally got the opportunity to work with him. We met for coffee, and that's where he decided, you're okay, I think I'll work with you.
And then I took her to Barrington Stage with me, and the rest is history.
Indeed.
So we're going to do a song called Finally Me.
Our first song
Our
together.
first song together, yeah.
See that woman bottled up inside? That's the woman that I used to be. Doing well but never satisfied. That's the woman that I used to be. You see, I used to be just fine, but now I'm finally me. Flying high on an autopilot. That's the woman that I used to be. Knew my number, but I could not dial it. That's the woman that I used to be. You see, I used to be just fine, but now I'm finally me. Always going through the motions, no emotion just to overwhelm. Now I'm letting go of my tired old notions and looking around, it's a brand new realm. A big success, a one-woman show. That's the woman that I used to be. saying yes when she means no. That's the woman that I used to be. You see, I used to be just fine, but now I'm finally me. Well, there's no turning back when you start to wake up. Shake the ground up and plant the seed. Me and my old self, it was time for a breakup. Gonna find me the self I truly need. I'm not asleep, I'm just keeping it real. And you can bet I'm talking honestly. Not gonna hide what I really feel. That's not a threat, that's a guarantee. You see, I used to be just fine. You know I used to be just fine. You know I used to be just fine, 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 fine. But now I'm finally me.
So we've known each other for, what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in this room who have been in, who are with someone that they've known for longer, right? Long-term relationships. Any long-term relationships in the house? Woo! Do you ever find that sometimes you have to, as time goes on, you have to go to increasingly extreme measures to get the other person's attention? Spice it up, you know? This song goes out to all of you. Some people love that bubble wrap for that satisfying pop. Until the sheet is flattened out, they just can't seem to stop. And really, there's no telling what exactly is the appeal. It's pointless, yet compelling, in a way that's all too real. And that's the bottom line with the annoying things I do. See, I just love to start shit with you. Yes, I do.
I love to catch you dead asleep or otherwise unawares, then park my face beneath your nose and loudly count the hairs.
I've noticed.
Or say we're getting intimate and I feel your passion dawning. Just as you're getting into it, I catch a fit of yawning. It's nothing I can justify, it's awful through and through. How much I love to start shit with you.
You know that I wouldn't piss you off if I could help it.
A likely story.
I'd cut it out this minute if I could. And I'll probably burn forever in a hell pit. Help it, hell pit. Yeah, that's pretty good. If I do say so. I know you hate my homonyms and all my stupid puns, but like a melted G.I. Joe, I'm sticking to my guns.
I've got no evil motive, it's just fun, but while I'm at it, it really gets your goat if I took this tune and scat it.
Don't do it.
Start shit with you. And now I think I'll play a little piano solo, which I know you hate because I'm not very good.
Do we have to do, we're at the Kennedy Center. Do we have to do this right now? make this effort to provoke you. If you'd only give me the time of day. My will is pretty stubborn when there's something that it wants. And darling, all it wants from you is simply a response. I've tried 100 strategies from cool to coy to cloying.
And you're seemingly immune to all the weapons I'm deploying.
So even though I know you'll find me all the more annoying,
and hence the thing I'm after I am actively destroying,
it seems my only choice is sitting back and just enjoy. The way your stony face becomes that reddish purple hue when I begin to start shit with you.
And don't think that you're replaceable.
No, no one else will do. I only want to start shit, and this is from the heart shit. I only want to start shit with you.
With you, with you.
You know I only want to start shit with you.
Start shit with you, Daniel.
Baby, it's just you I love to start shit with.
Start shit
Yes, it is.
No, nothing can give me the pleasure I get when I'm zealously hell-bent on starting some shit with you. Sad but true. Ladies and gentlemen, please say thank you and good night to Marie-France Arcila. Take it. Brava indeed. So I believe this will be my last song for tonight. I'm just looking at the clock. If it turns out I have time afterwards, I might do another, if you'll indulge me, but I don't think I will. Like I mentioned, I'm not from this place. I'm a Canadian. What can I say? I wrote this song about 4 years ago, 4 years ago, January. It was in between Obama's election and his inauguration. And what I was going through at the time was I was, I suppose you could say, an undocumented immigrant at the time, living in New York, waiting to get some sort of visa to remain and to work here, which I ended up getting a couple of years later, and I am now officially, wait for it, an alien of extraordinary ability. I come in peace. Take me to your leader. So this song for me was both political and personal. It's nice when those things can happen at once. And, you know, what the country was going through, well, first of all, what I was going through was, I want to stay here. How can I convince, because the extraordinary alien visa is merit-based, and you have to convince the government that you're legit. And, so I desperately wanted to change my status and stay here. What the country seemed to be going through around me was that there was a real sense of hope, of relief, and also a bit of trepidation, like, are things really going to change? And I'm no expert, but, I don't know if we've moved so far away from that 4 years later. And I sense the same sort of nervousness in the air these days. So hopefully this song will resonate. It's a real honor to perform it in Washington, D.C. During an election season. And what else do I want to say about it? This will be my last song, so I just really want to thank the Kennedy Center, thank Michael Kirker, and thank all of you for coming. It means so much to us emerging writers to have patrons like yourselves who value, emerging work and emerging writers. And I can't thank you enough for coming out. And this song is called "Marry Me, America." Marry me, America. I can tell you're lonesome. I see the things you think no one can see. All worn out, America. Better days you've known some. A fading empire yearning to be free. Marry me, America. Leave your misadventures, your wars and indiscretions, let them be. Such big teeth, America, we both know they're dentures. So take them out and come lay down with me. You were once the envy of the world. Your science, your splendor, your savvy, your jazz. Now they say you're nothing but a has-been. But who's been where you've been? No one has. Oh, marry me, America. Grand old girl, I know you. I learned your funky rhythms long ago. You done good, America. Plenty good, I'll show you. You've taught me nearly everything I know. I was just a fanboy at your border. I worshipped your sharpness, your vastness, your shine. Now I see you fumbling for a foothold. You're falling, you're failing, you're frightened, you're fine. 'Cause you're mine, oh, marry me, America. Loosen up your border. You are your own worst enemy by far. Let me in, America. We'll put this house in order. And I'll show you just how beautiful you are. Thank you very, very much.